didn't see you there. Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Barb DeVos, and welcome to Let's Make a Little Painting. In these uncertain times, you may find yourself in quarantine with nothing to do. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you're lethargic. Maybe you feel worth absolutely nothing at all. Or maybe you've even watched all 403 episodes of The Joy of Painting with my dear friend, Mr. Bob Ross. If that's you, then you've found yourself in the right place, because we're going to bring that joy right here today as we escape the drudgery of our own homes and take a little journey to a beautiful, peaceful lakeside sunset. So if you're sitting at home, go on, grab your paints, grab your brushes, and come join me on a creative journey to tranquility at the lake. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get started. Now I'll have them roll the colors across the bottom of the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. And while they're doing that, I'll go ahead and tell you what I've got going on up here. Now I'm painting today on my easel and with a 12-inch by 12-inch square canvas that you can easily buy online and have delivered to your home, hopefully sometime this year. But if for some reason you're not able to get a canvas, you can always paint on a piece of shit scrap of cardboard like this one. No problem at all. And I've gone ahead and laid out my paints on my palette here, just like this. And I've also gone ahead and grabbed myself a glass of water to clean out my brushes with. Now you'll also need a paper towel to dry your brushes, but given the shortage, we can't afford to use a whole one. So save the other half for when you have to take a bathroom break. So I think we're ready to start. Now first, I'm going to grab my filbert brush, and I'm going to start with our first color. That's Deep Depression Blue. If you have Deep Depression Blue at home, no need to mix another color. Pick that up, load the brush, and I'm going to go up here to the canvas. Nice, long, smooth brush strokes across the top, just like that. Really want to use long strokes to spread that paint out across the whole top of the canvas. Come down 2 or 3 inches or so. Next, I'll rinse my brush out, and I'll dry it off on my paper towel. Oh, and heck, folks, if you're running out of room on that paper towel, just go ahead and wipe yourself. Next, I'm going to go in for a brighter blue. Now, I'm using Heavenly Blue, so I'll load up the brush, and same thing here. I'm going to start using those strong, smooth strokes all the way across the canvas. And then I'm going to work my brush back up into that Deep Depression Blue and blend that middle for that seamless transition. Just like that. Now next, I'm going to rinse out my brush, and let me show you how to do that. Now I really want to take out my frustrations from the day on the brush, so I'm going to get it all the way down in the bottom of my water can like this. Maybe you have a partner you've been stuck in the same room with for the last 4 weeks. Really take it out on the brush. Bang those bristles. Bang them hard. Got it? You're going to take out your brush, tap it off. Just like that. That's a lot of fun, isn't it? I'm going to move on to a pink. I've opted for the color Anxiety Red, so let's pick up that on the brush. And here I am. I'm going to go in with those long strokes, same thing, right under this blue color. If you run out of paint, just pick up a little more. That's what I always say. Now into this pink, you can also take a little white and blend your way in. Isn't that lovely? And just before our eyes, a sunset appears. And I'm going to continue down my canvas with Why Am I Here white and Yearning to Get Outside yellow until I reach the bottom of my sky. Boy, that was fun. Now, believe it or not, we'll be using the same technique in the water. Now, I want to work fast because I want to work while my paint is still wet, because believe me, nobody likes to be dried out, and we need to be good and wet so we can blend all the way to the bottom. Now, I'm going to continue with a little more white, some yellow, and then finally into blue, and at the bottom, a good stripe of corpse black. Now Now, before our water dries, we're gonna go in and add some happy little reflections. Now, this is gonna be really fun and very magical. So this is a little trick I do. I flip the brush around, boop, just like that to use the butt end, and I just stick that little pole in a little dab of white. Boy, I love a dab of white, don't you? Now I take that pole, and I just dot, 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 couple little blobs of white down the middle of the canvas. Flip that brush back around to that wide flat side, and this is where you wanna have really light pressure. Don't push too hard. And you're gonna lightly drag across those white streaks. Isn't that just majestic? Now, sometimes it's really nice to take a step back and really look hard at your painting. And we here at Make a Little Painting know that I like to drink a little Chardonnay. Just helps with my liquid inspiration. So now's your chance. If you'd like to grab a glass for yourself, or something harder, go right on ahead. Creativity's messy, folks. And what can you say? I'm really creative. Now, it's time for our bright little sun. So go ahead and grab that little round brush out. We haven't used him yet. And we're gonna take a little bit more of that Why Am I Here white. Now, I just want you to use the tip of the brush. Hear that, folks? Just the tip. We're gonna go up here right in the middle of our yellow section, the middle of our sunset, for our happy little sun. Now, I just use the tip of the brush and I slowly spiral out, round and round, till I get a size of a sun I like. And I think, that's about good. Now, my friend Bob Ross always says, there are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Well, folks, if you f up this sun, your whole painting's gonna look like shit. Gorgeous. Now, once that sun is dry, I'm gonna move back down to the water for a couple little happy reflections. And I would just wanna flick the tip of the brush back and forth, swiping right and left, just like this. Now, don't act like you don't know how to do this brush stroke at home. You all know how to swipe right and left. Now I'm just about ready to rinse off that brush one more time. Get ready for our next color. Oh! Would you take a look at that? Well, don't try this at home, folks, unless you want to turn your white into a rosé. Now, I'm about ready to put some land in this painting, because I'm a mountain girl myself. But the most important thing to remember is to just breathe, all right? In through the mouth, and out through the nose. Are you ready? Do this with me. And just like that, we've got a horizon. I'm gonna use my little round brush. I've got Corpse Black on the bristles, and I'm just gonna use the tip of the brush to lightly wiggle my lines, and I'm gonna make some big mountains, some big lumps, and some small lumps. We love all lumps here. Now, if you ever feel like you need a little more control on the brush, don't be afraid to just go ahead and choke up on it like this. And shoot. I think we've just about got a finished painting. Now, folks, I'm just gonna mix a little water into my white here, and I'm about to sign this rascal. We sure hope you've enjoyed yourself today on this little trip to the lakeside. Now, I'd love to see photographs of the work you're doing at home, so please don't be shy. Send me a picture, but please don't leave your house. And don't forget to tune in next week. We'll be painting our very own coronavirus masks, and you won't want to miss it. Now, thank you once again from all of us here at Let's Make a Little Painting. My name is Barb DeVos. Stay home, stay calm, and remember, art is cheaper than therapy.